Hi guys! Today we went to the forest to play hide and seek, and it will not be simple hide and seek, but extreme. This forest is very familiar to us, some filming was done here before, but as you understand, finding a man in such an area is a very difficult task. So our Alabai Misha will help us in our search. After all, dogs have a 48 times better sense of smell than humans. So, the symbiosis of the dog's super sense of smell and human logic should make the search for a man in a huge forest much easier. Let's see how it works. Now Vitya will hide somewhere nearby for the experiment, and we will see how Misha will cope with the task of locating a person. Vitya will have about 30 seconds to find a suitable hiding place. The time is up, so we let the dog off the leash and he starts to search. The alibi picked up the scent, so Vitya was found quite quickly, but with a small correction. Vitya hid behind a tree and Misha came to him. But only behind the tree, the scent stops, and in the end, Misha does not understand where to run next. Maybe the dog's sense of smell is incredibly good, but an ophthalmologist would be a good idea. However, let's assume that if you work in pairs, it will be possible to find the participant of the hide-and-seek game. The starting point, called the base, will be a place in the forest where two rivers meet. From here, you have 3 banks to choose from. You can hide on any one of them, and there's plenty of room. Meanwhile, we'll walk around looking for interesting places to hide. It's time to go over the rules. Each participant has 7 minutes to hide. First I will look for Vitya, and then he will look for me. Everyone will have 2 tries, so whoever takes the longest to find won't win. Meanwhile, Misha's mistakes do not teach him anything. Today he literally made a mistake based on his last video in the woods. The puppy jumped on the duckweed again, thinking it was hard ground, so he had to go for a swim. He's not happy, but what can you do? And we start. We set the time, and Vitya runs to hide. After 7 minutes, I go to look for him.
I've already decided on my tactics. I'll try to get as far away as possible in 7 minutes, so they'll be looking for me for as long as possible. I'm already there. I've gone really far. I made a few turns. I hope they find me because I think I'm lost.
As soon as the allotted time was up, Misha and I went in search of him. I have to say that Misha started so fast that it was impossible to keep up with him. I want to believe that he is running in the right direction and not just somewhere on the road. At some point, Alabai stopped, no longer understanding what was being asked of him. Had he lost his way? Well, if we were just wandering around in the forest all the time and not following Vitya's trail, it would be a complete fiasco. There are thousands of possible routes. I'm following the baby, and it seems to me that we're moving very chaotically, maybe even in circles. Misha must have smelled Vitya's scent and ran so fast that I didn't have time to catch up with him. Now we have to look not only for Vitya, but also for the dog.
Misha is already running around and I can't even see Slava, but that means that he's nearby too. Misha, get out of here!
I caught up with Misha. The dog is running around, but he won't go any further. Vitya must be here somewhere. Let's find him. Where is he? Behind the tree? It took a little more than 28 minutes to find Vitya. Let's see how the hide-and-seek goes from here. But first, let's go back to the beginning. Now I have 7 minutes to hide from the alibi. Misha, look at me! Don't look for me! Go the other way! Do you understand? I'm not using the tactic of getting as far away as possible. I'm taking a slightly different route. I decided to disguise myself so that I would not be discovered. As I walk through the forest, I notice a fallen tree with a pile of green branches near it. I will hide in the tree and use the branches to disguise my location. There are already some suitable branches, and then there are some I have to work with. Good thing I have an axe in my pack. I lean big branches against the tree and complete the shelter with small ones. It's time to climb the tree and hide in the improvised crown. According to the operator, I can't be seen here, and he would definitely pass by. Unless you can see me from the other side when you walk around. You can see the LiveToday emblem from afar. I just hope they don't see me and pass me by. I'm also going to mess up the trail a bit. I leave my backpack about 300 meters from the cache. It's almost time and Vitya and Misha come out to look for me. I'm already hidden. I'm sitting in a tree. The cameraman is gone, but he says he can't see me, which means that Misha and Vitya can't see me either.
It looks like Slava has cast a spell on Misha. Before he went into hiding, he whispered something to the Alabai like, "Don't follow me," so Misha won't help me find him. That's not really fair. That's collusion. I'm going to complain somewhere. And then he just lays down, doesn't even want to leave. On the other hand, the dog was not willing to stay alone in the woods, so he had to run after me. Now, it is not clear who is leading whom on the trail. Although at some point Misha got ahead. He must have picked up the trail. I hope Misha knows what he's doing, because the whole time we've been walking straight ahead without even turning around. Well, the way we walk, sometimes we even have to jog. Probably Alabai realizes that hide and seek is for time and we have to hurry. I want to believe that he is on my side now. Oh yes, our dog is a real sniffer dog. At least we found the backpack, now we just have to find its owner.
Misha is here and Vitya hasn't shown up yet. And the asshole is standing right under the tree, but he doesn't seem to notice that I'm up there.
Misha, let's go, Misha!
How did you find me?
It took me almost 18 minutes to find Slava, which means I'm already 10 minutes ahead. It was certainly tricky, but this time I'll use even more tricks. I have everything I need to pretend I'm a fisherman sitting on the bank of a wooded river. A camouflage raincoat, and a fishing line, hook and float. I even managed to find a suitable branch for the fishing rod. I put the coat on and now no one will recognize me.
Now Misha, let's hurry up. I've been losing for 10 minutes. The puppy immediately understood my request and rushed to find me. But his enthusiasm soon waned. I don't know what caused it. Either Vitya somehow confused the tracks, or Misha smelled something else. But in the end, we spent about 10 minutes walking in circles around the same place, looking and sniffing around. I even thought that Vitya could be very close. I looked around every tree and under every leaf, but all in vain. Then, after a break from sniffing, Misha started searching with renewed vigor. In his bloodhound mode, he even went into the swamp. I hope that Vitya did not walk on the water like a saint. And indeed, the clue was quite close. A fisherman in the forest. That's something new. Well, are there any fish here? Either the fisherman is deaf or everyone in this forest is not hospitable. All in all, I spent 48 minutes looking for Vitya. Now, my second attempt to hide. Now that I'm doing this, I'm going to disguise myself again. First, I found a hole with 3 holes in it. They look like fox dens. Hopefully, the redhead won't decide to go home while I'm hiding here. I've brought my camouflage net. It's pretty big, so you can lie on it and hide under it at the same time. I made an improvised roof out of branches and threw grass on it. It turned out to be quite a cozy house. Another little touch from the operator. It turned out perfect as far as I'm concerned. If Misha can't find me, Vitya won't either. Not only that the hole is quite hard to see, but it will be possible to know that someone is here only if I move. In general, there's nothing to guess. I'll win for sure.
Let's get out there. But first we have to wake up Misha, because he's snoring all over the forest. He doesn't have time for hide and seek. But Mishutka turned out to be a lightweight and immediately went to search. I really hope that he went to look for Slava, because I suspect we're running around in circles here. Good boy, show me who's in there.
There's no one here. Vitya spent a total of 45 minutes searching. He beat my result by only a few minutes. In general, hide and seek turned out to be really extreme. That's all for now. Bye-bye.